As people, we often like to blame our circumstances as the reason why we make poor decisions. We wholeheartedly feel that if we had a better situation or if we could have fulfilled our dreams, that we wouldn't mess it up. We also believe that having money will also change our way of thinking completely. But what if I told you that one person had everything I just named, but still made the dumbest decision of his life?
What?
In high school, Javaris Crittenton was a McDonald's All-American, Mr. Basketball in the state of Georgia, and even sported a 3.5 GPA. He was a member of the Future Business Leaders of America and the Senior Beta Club. While at Georgia Tech, Crittenton excelled and was considered a team leader. This is rare for a freshman. So Crittenton was a part of the Future Business Leaders of America, right? He was regarded a team leader on Georgia Tech, right? Okay, focus on that key word. We'll get back to it later. Crittenton would leave Georgia Tech after his freshman year being drafted by the LA Lakers. He got a chance to play with Kobe. Later that season, he gets traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. The next year, he was traded to the Wizards. We all know what happened there, right? Well, in case some of you guys are younger and didn't know, long story short, back in 2009, Javaris apparently owed Gilbert Arenas some money due to some gambling debts. So one day in the locker room, Gilbert showed him a few guns. He told him, pick one, cause I'm gonna shoot you with it. But Javaris didn't flinch. He slowly turned around as he showed off a gun of his own, already loaded. Crittenton then cocked it back and pointed it at Arenas. Crittenton would eventually plead guilty and was given a year probation on a misdemeanor gun possession charge, stemming from the incident. 2 days later, Crittenton and Arenas were suspended for the rest of the season by NBA Commissioner David Stern. Crittenton had not played a single minute after he was suspended. He was released by the Wizards following the suspension. Of course, Arenas did rejoin the team. He was the team star, so yeah, we already know who's going to get the short end of the stick there. But on September 22nd, 2010, the Charlotte Bobcats signed him to a non-guaranteed contract. They released him 3 weeks later on October 15th. Then in December 2010, Crittenton played 5 games for the Zhejiang Lions of the Chinese Basketball Association. He averaged 26 points a game, but he returned to the United States after just a few weeks. I guess he was homesick. Then in February 2011, Crittenton joined the Dakota Wizards of the NBA D-League. He played 21 games for the minor league team, including 5 starts. Now, this is where the story gets dark. On October 26, 2011, Crittenton was charged with the August 19th murder of Julian Jones, a 22-year-old mother of 4. Atlanta PD indicated that Jones was not the intended target. They believed that Crittenton was targeting a person that robbed him in April 2011. Jones was shot in the leg and died during surgery later that night. Crittenton was later arrested by the FBI in John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California on August 29th. Crittenton was waiting to board a flight back to Atlanta. His lawyer stated that Crittenton's sole purpose on the trip back to Atlanta was to surrender himself into custody. Crittenton was extradited back to Atlanta to stay in trial for the murder. After his arrest, he denied any involvement. Crittenton was released on a $230,000 bond. On April 2nd, 2013, Crittenton and his cousin Douglas Gamble were officially indicted on 12 counts in connection with Jones's death. These charges included murder, felony murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm during commission of a felony, giving false statements, attempted murder, and participation in criminal street gang activity. In court, Crittenton admitted to joining the LA street gang known as the Mansfield Gangster Crips his rookie year after signing with the Lakers. The intended target the night of Jones's death is believed to be Trontavious Stevens. He is a member of the ROC crew, which is a part of the Bloods. On April 29, 2015, shortly before his trial was set to begin, Crittenton pleaded guilty to a voluntary manslaughter with a weapon and aggravated assault with a firearm. He was sentenced to 23 years in prison. Now, how could an NBA player find the time to wander off into Los Angeles and join one of the most well-known gangs in LA? How does a leader end up being a follower and getting involved with the wrong crowd? How does someone who seemingly has it all simply just throw it all away? I guess this is just one of those things we'll never know. As always, it's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject, and I'm out of here. Peace.